Okay, continuing on, and I noticed that the screen grab was kind of out of focus. Sorry about that. But so yeah, I just wanted to activate my mouse highlight, so you should be able to see my cursor now, and when I click on something, it should highlight red. There we go. All right, cool. So yeah, let's continue. So back to Unreal. So yes, what you need to do, Control L and hold both buttons and use the cursor that way. Cool, and you can see the cursor's not red, so I'm not clicking on anything. Imagine if I click on, if I click red, that is how it is. Well, if I click on the left mouse button, oh, I don't know what those are. Let's undo all that stuff. I guess those are light sources. But I guess we'll get into that. Yeah, you can see light, points of lights. Actually, let's select these, just delete those. Cool. All right, let's get back into it. Where are we here?
The front. This is real-time lighting by default. In the project, directly change the value, see it there. So let's make some light. We will use the environmental light mixer to fastly set up some lights. By creating directional light, you can now begin to see the sphere. We can directly change the values like the intensity, and with Ctrl L, we can change the angle of our light so it comes a little bit from the front. This is real-time lighting by default. In the project settings, under rendering, you can find the settings. New projects use the new global illumination system, Lumen.
Let's just see where these are. And this under project settings. Okay. We're coming over to rendering. Sorry, you should probably see this. It's going to be in rendering. Let's make this smaller. Come over here, rendering. And we're in the Lumen section. Well, we should see Lumen. Okay, here we are. I think that's what we're looking for here. Reflections, yes.
So let's add some more. An atmospheric skylight is.
So we're going to add an atmospheric light and then a volumetric
Sky and atmosphere
cloud. Okay, so let's go to this. Let's close the settings. Let's come here. We're going to add atmospheric light and volumetric cloud. Atmospheric light. So names are slightly different. Create atmospheric light. I'm imagining it's this. And then volumetric cloud. Let's move this up the way. Let's move this down. Volumetric cloud here.
Here's the new volumetric clouds and a height fog.
And they create height fog. We didn't add the skylight. Okay.
We also want our atmosphere light fully real-time.
So we didn't add the skylight, but let's look at our project outliner, compare it to the tutorial. So we've got directional light, we've got exponential height fog. Let's make this a little wider. Sky atmosphere, we got sphere, and then we've got volumetric cloud. So it looks like we need to add this. It's not defaulted.
Okay. So we check real-time capture in the sky.
So he's on skylight, so I think we're done with our environment light mixers. So let's close this and click on skylight and come down to real-time capture. Checked and checked.
Skylight. The actors got all.
Let's actually just make sure these numbers up top are the same. I think these are ticks. To how fast we move, 10, 10, 2, 5, and 4. Camera speed is, let's just set the camera speed to 4. Oops. Guess we can't set it to 4. Okay. Nope, guess we can't set it to 4. I guess we'll just leave it at 1.
All spawned at 0, 0, 0 in the world and are a bit hidden. So let's line
Oh, what did he do? He just did something.
time capture in the skylight. The actors got all spawned at 0, 0, 0 in the world and
So he's clicking on Skylight,
are a bit hidden.
and he's moving Skylight up. All right, so let's click on Skylight. Let's come out a little bit. I'm going to click on this blue. I believe this is the move, the translation. So we're going to translate it up a little bit. We're going to move up a little bit. Oops, I don't know what I just did. So let's look this way. Looks. Okay.
Hidden. So let's line them up a bit so we have a clean
Volumetric cloud is next. Click on that. I'm going to move that up a little bit.
scene and don't lose the overview.
Sky atmosphere is the top. Move that up.
What we also can do is
And the height fog is now above that. Okay. Let's actually move that down a little bit. Actually, the sky atmosphere is this one. And height fog. Let's move that down a little bit.
creating folders in the outliner.
And the directional light is going to go up top. Okay. So come out a little bit.
And move our actors for the light setup in there. Project
All right, so we want to move. We want to create a folder, call it lighting.
can very fast get very messy, and some housekeeping from the start can go a long way.
So we're selecting everything except for our sphere. So Shift select and then control out the sphere.
Next, let's save our map. Again, let's keep it clean, so we want to do a new folder calling it maps and save our map as valley.
Okay.
So we want to do a new folder calling it maps and save our map as valley.
All right, so let's come here, save as new folder, maps. It's maps or maps, yeah. Save it as a valley. Cool.
When we now take a look in the content drawer, you find this folder structure.
So let's look at the content drawer, or the content browser, it looks like. Okay.
Now we want to bring in our first own asset. In the content drawer, we will create a new folder and call it